Hi, Tommy Emmanuel here. I get asked a lot of questions over the internet. I'm very glad about that. But I don't have time to sit and answer everything. But today I thought I might make a video where I could answer the questions just like this. And so I'm going to answer the questions that were asked of me by Jonathan Bloomer from Guitar Noize site, and I appreciate their support. And also from my previous posts on Reddit, I'm going to answer some of their questions as well. This is one of those AMA situations. Ask me anything. The guitar that I've been using in my latest uploads is a Larrivee guitar given to me by Jean Larrivee. It wasn't specially made for me. It's just a model that he wanted me to have when he saw me play with Chet Atkins many years ago, and he gave it to me as a gift, and underneath the strings was a little note saying there are no strings attached. I chose the three particular pieces because they were the ones that were the most popular, and they were also probably the most challenging, and it was so much fun putting those together, although we only had a small window when I was home, and so everything was one take, and everything was, I just came up with the arrangement, right, film me, go, and that's how we did it. I'm improvising quite a lot of the melody. When I did Purple Haze, I just listened to what Jimmy sang, Purple Haze, running in my brain, and I found a way of playing that melody, and I took a bit of license with it, as I do with most things. I try to state the melody, give the listener the hook, so they know what it is, and then just kind of run with it. You know, there's no point in trying to recreate every nuance of Jimi Hendrix's Purple Haze, because Jimmy probably never played it the same twice. The Brubeck stuff is so complex and brilliant, and you know, it would take me a long while to go through every nuance of Blue Rondo a la Turk. I could probably do it if I had time, but it's you know, his stuff is so complex. Plus, it's some of the only times that I play in odd time signatures. The best advice I can give to young guitar players or who want to come up with arrangements of songs is listen to the original version, make sure you know the melody properly, then find a great key to play it in on the instrument, and where you can get the melody to feel good and sound good. Make your arrangements interesting and get to the point. The videos that I put up on Reddit were all filmed on a little Zoom camera, and they were shot in my house in Nashville, Tennessee. I don't read or write tab, so don't ask me for tab. My life's way too short to be reading tab. I can figure things out much quicker by ear. Start using your ear. A lot of people ask me if I would like to play with Rodrigo and Gabriella. Absolutely I would. They're fantastic musicians. I hope it can happen one day. I didn't spend a lot of time on each one because I don't have a lot of time to dedicate to doing things like that. I did it in a bit of a hurry, and satisfied mind, I think I probably spent 5 minutes on it, and then we said, let's go. The Brubeck stuff, I've been playing it on and off for about 30 years, but only little bits of it. And Purple Haze, I just listened to Jimmy play it a couple of times and said, okay, let's go. And I found a way of being able to play the Purple Haze bit and move the bass up and all that kind of thing. So I didn't spend a lot of time on it. We shot those three videos, one after the other, in my house in an hour. I doubt that very much, but I'm a massive fan of all three of those guys, and I don't consider myself to be in that league, but I like to look at them from a distance. They're amazing. On my site, Tommy TV, you can download tablature with the instruction that is on there. Like I've said before, I don't read tablature, I don't read music. I can figure things out much quicker. by ear. But if you want to get tablature for any of my songs, I'm sure there's plenty of places that you can do that. There's one site that has, you know, hundreds of my songs already tabbed out, and I don't even know if they're accurate or not. How can I check? I don't have time to do stuff like that. I really can't be bothered with tablature. Just play the music, learn the music, use your ears. That's why God gave you ears. I have never worked with John Williams on stage. I've been a fan of his since I was probably 15 when I first heard him play classical. John Williams is a brilliant classical guitar player, one of the greats of all time. But I had the pleasure of meeting John back in the 70s at a party for the Sydney Guitar Society, and the first thing that he asked me was, did I know any Jerry Reed songs? What a cool guy. I get asked requests a lot, and Sanitarium Shuffle is one that I get asked for a bit. Somebody from Milwaukee is asking me about that. Yes, absolutely, I would love to play it for you. I don't know. I haven't been asked. Winfield is not something that you just turn up and play at. You've got to be asked. A deal has to be struck. A contract must be signed. Everything's done on a professional level. Well, the only female guitar players that I've toured with, I'm trying to think, would be, well, Muriel Anderson would be my first thought. There's a classical guitar player named Karen Shaw, who's from Australia. And Lizzie Watkins toured with me for a while, and she played and sang. So they're the only ones I can think of to answer your question. When I first moved here to the United States, I was thinking of living in Virginia because I really liked it, but it was too expensive. So Tennessee is much more affordable. CGP means corny guitar player. No, it means certified guitar player, and it was an honor bestowed upon me by the great Chet Atkins back in July of 1999. On my award it says, for lifetime contribution to the art of fingerpicking. Thank you, Chet. I definitely was not at Joe's level when I was his age. He is an extraordinary gifted young man and is living in an age where anything he wants to find out how to play, he can do, the same as everybody else. Joe's one of my favorite people to be around. He's inspiring, and what an amazing player. What a future that guy's got. He's you know, one of the new giants. Well, I hope that Phil and I will get a chance to record again someday. We're just so different musically that every time we get together, we end up playing the stuff that we really enjoyed to play together, you know, 20 years ago, 30 years ago. And we've just got to find both of us feel the need to find new material to work together. So when we do that, we would definitely record together. A lot of people ask me if I spend a lot of time on things like Reddit. Well, the truth is that I don't. I'm not the kind of person who goes out and spends hours and hours and hours on the internet. I don't have that kind of time, nor do I have that kind of patience. So it was Reddit was something that I was told about, and was suggested that I check it out, and so I did, and it was fun. But I don't have time to you know, do that all the time. It's just something that I thought would be fun to do, and a way to connect myself to a lot of people out there in the world. And you know, an artist like me, I don't have the luxury of you know, a song in a movie or a hit record or a TV show or any of that stuff. So you know, I have to build an audience almost by hand, one at a time, kind of thing. So that's the way it goes. I want to say a big thanks for all the people who asked me to arrange songs, and just that idea of being on Reddit and having people vote and all that kind of stuff. It was so much fun, and you know, everybody's so busy, and it's just nice to be able to do something where you know, you can take a song, come up with an arrangement of it, film it, put it up, and get it done pretty quickly, you know. And I hope that we can do it again sometime. It was a lot of fun for me, and it actually opened my mind a lot, you know. And that's why when we shot the video for Purple Haze, I looked at it the next day and I said, I should play this in my show, you know. So that's how that came about. Maybe it was for me, really. I don't know.